Somebody told me the way that it works at the space station, so they need tools up there sometimes. So a guy, an astronaut, needed a wrench. Okay, so he didn't have the wrench. He needed to send a wrench. Now, in the old days, meaning even a few years ago, you had to wait a long time before there's another mission going up to the space station to bring up the wrench. Nowadays, what do? They do a 3D scan of the wrench down in Mission Control in Houston or wherever it is. Okay, they scan the wrench and then they email it. So the wrench becomes a bunch of zeros and ones. It becomes a digital file, and they email it. Just like, if I were to email you and we're in the same room, my email goes to space and then comes back down to you. This is even faster than that because you send the email to space and it stays there at the space station. So they just email him the file, the 3D scan of the wrench, and then he gets the email and he presses print, and the 3D printer prints the wrench. And now he has the wrench that he needs up there in the space station. Okay. Well, watch what happens. If I wanted, let's say I'm a real stickler. I have an idea, and it's a really good idea. It's an important idea. And it's so important that I refuse to budge from it. I'm going to talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, even though it's alienating you because you don't relate to it. That's like me saying, I want my wrench to remain a wrench. Yeah, but if your wrench remains a wrench, you can't get it to the guy in the space station. But if you allow the wrench to become a non-wrench, you allow it to become zeros and ones, you allow it to become that attachment, that file that's sent by email, then at the other end eventually becomes a wrench again. So if I allow myself, and a lot of it's about letting go, a lot of effective communication is about relinquishing control. I know what I want to say, but if I force it, you're not going to hear it. So I let go of what I really want to talk about. I move to something more familiar, and then I let go, and now you get the idea that I wanted to tell you all along. It's like getting you the wrench by allowing the wrench to be a non-wrench in the interim phase.